Colombia is a country of football, and also the homeland of the world-famous drug lord Pablo Escobar. This famous cold-blooded killer built a huge empire based on drugs and the blood of his opponents. However, the world's #1 drug lord is also a person who is especially passionate about football, especially using football to launder money. Money or bullets? That is the main principle of boss Pablo Escobar. Enemies both despise and fear this cold-blooded character, while Colombian government and law enforcement officials either try to destroy him or get rich from Escobar's generous bribes. Welcome to Detective TV. Coming from a poor family, one of the few joys that helped Escobar forget the hardships in life was football. Even when he became the world's top drug lord, Escobar still could not forget his love for the round ball. At his ranch, he often organized friendly matches, mainly small-scale matches with his cold-blooded killers. But there were also times when Escobar organized matches with professional players from all over Colombia. Notably, the drug lord always showed great respect for football players. To build his image, Escobar opened many hospitals and schools in poor residential areas. The money earned from drugs was also invested in building many football fields, which were inaugurated by Escobar himself like a city mayor. This was where many future stars of the Colombian national team trained and honed their skills. There were many opinions about who paid for the construction of the football field. He was criticized for drug trafficking, but we simply felt lucky to have a place to play football, former national player Lionel Alvarez recalled. Alvarez himself, who had 101 caps for the national team, was a key midfielder for Atlético Nacional in the mid-1980s, a club whose secret owner was Escobar. Football as a money laundering tool. Controlling the drug corridor all the way to Florida, Escobar flooded the United States with cocaine and made huge profits along the way. It was estimated that cocaine brought him an average of $220 million a week. Because of the large amount of cash he collected, Escobar had to bury some of it in secret underground warehouses, spend it on expensive supercars, villas, and endless parties. Of course, a large amount of money was also spent on sponsoring football teams. Money from cocaine needed to be laundered, while player transfers were always one of the best methods. He chose to legalize this money. While Escobar had the local club Atlético Nacional, his comrade drug lord Gonzalo Gacha, nicknamed El Mexicano, controlled the club Millonarios in the heart of the capital. A rival group from the city of Cali also owned the club America. The abundant money from the drug lords helped Colombian football become stronger, buying more foreign players, increasing salaries to retain their local stars. Specifically, Escobar's money helped Atlético Nacional achieve remarkable successes. The level of play was clearly raised. People saw what was going on and talked about Escobar's influence. But they couldn't prove this role specifically. Famous coach Francisco Maturana commented on the golden period of the team. In a country torn by internal conflicts between the government, drug cartels, and paramilitary forces like Colombia, football is one of the few joys for everyone. Even when they know what is really pulling the strings behind the scenes, Colombians are willing to turn a blind eye. In 1989, Escobar's well-funded Atlético Nacional achieved international success for the first time. The whole of Colombia was fascinated by their journey to victory in the Libertadores Cup, South American Football Club Championship. In the group stage, facing the Ecuadorian clubs Deportivo Quito and Emelec, as well as their compatriots from Millonarios, Nacional were satisfied with the second place in the group to reach the next round. In the second round, the players from Medellin had a resilient match, overcoming the formidable opponent Racing from Argentina with a total score of 3-2 after 2 matches. In the quarterfinals, fate arranged for them to meet their compatriots, Millonarios. As a result, Nacional advanced after a minimal home win and an away draw. In the semifinals, their next opponents were the Uruguayan players from the Danubio club. After the first leg ended in a goalless draw, in the second leg at home, Atlético Nacional easily crushed their opponents with a score of 6-0. The Argentine referee team was visited by Escobar before the match. They were offered money to produce a favorable result for the hosts, otherwise they would have to stay in Colombia forever. According to some sources, the referees did not dare to accept the money, but the players helped them avoid death. In the first leg of the final against Olimpia from Uruguay, Escobar's team suffered a 2-0 defeat. In the second leg, due to concerns about the influence of the drug lord, the organizing committee decided to move the host stadium from Medellin to Bogotá. But wherever he was, Escobar's arm still found a way to influence the refereeing team. Even at the pre-match dinner with his colleagues, Argentine referee Juan Carlos also received a bag full of money along with an offer to help. After failing to convince the referee, this character angrily left with the threat: "Tomorrow either Nacional wins, or you will go home in a coffin." It is not known whether this was because of this incident or not that the Nacional players saved the referees once again. They scored 2 goals, taking the match to a penalty shootout and winning with a thrilling score of 5-4. The final goal that sealed the victory was scored by goalkeeper René Higuita, who later became famous worldwide for his scorpion kick. The secrets related to the Libertadores Cup final show that Escobar was a man who was willing to do anything to win glory for his beloved team. If for Gonzalo Gacha, the Millonarios club, although loved, was only a tool for entertainment, then Escobar was completely the opposite. "My uncle never killed anyone just to win a football match," the nephew of the leader of the Cali drug cartel recalled. But Pablo Escobar was ready to kill anyone to achieve a result. That is why he achieved what neither my father nor my uncle could do: the Libertadores Cup final. There are rumors that Escobar murdered a referee after a bitter defeat to the America club of the rival Cali drug cartel in the national championship. Believing that the result was due to the referee being manipulated by the Cali faction, he assigned his henchmen to handle it. As a result, just a few days later, the referee in charge of the match was shot dead. Escobar's passion for football never cooled, even when the operations of his Medellin drug cartel became increasingly difficult. In order to avoid the risk of being extradited to the US, he came up with a plan to surrender to the authorities, building his own resort prison called La Catedral, which notably included a soccer field. According to soccer star Diego Maradona, he was even invited to play a ball with Escobar on the occasion of the inauguration of the soccer field. Rumors of murders and dark plots behind the walls of La Catedral led the Colombian authorities to transfer Escobar to a regular prison. Escobar escaped shortly afterwards. Even while on the run from the authorities, Escobar regularly listened to the radio to follow the results of his beloved team. Even when he was shot, Escobar was still wearing soccer shoes. Images of the drug lord's body were broadcast around the world in December 1993. A year later, at the 1994 World Cup, a defender named Andres Escobar, also surnamed Escobar, scored an own goal in a match against the United States. The Colombian team lost 1-2 and had to pack their bags and return home early. As was the drug lord's previous tradition, Andres received a gift of bullets after returning home. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on new videos. See you in the next video.